On that horrific day, more than 2,000 Americans were killed. Over 1,000 were wounded. And we must not forget the family and friends who suffered all that heartache and pain because of what happened that day. We all remember the oft-quoted words of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt when he described that day as a date which will live in infamy. And it has lived in infamy, deservedly so, for many, many years. I would suggest that moving forward, we also view that day as one which gave America the opportunity to let the world see the depth of our unconquerable spirit. Over the years, those touched by the events on that tragic day have found comfort in the fact that this reprehensible attack became a rallying point, igniting an inspiring American determination that not only startled the world, but also actually saved the world from becoming one where most nations were ruled by dictators and tyrants. President George Bush, who joined the Navy because of Pearl Harbor, said Pearl Harbor galvanized the American spirit as never before into a single-minded resolve that can only produce one thing: victory. Winston Churchill later described the United States as a gigantic boiler, adding that once a fire is ignited under it, there's no limit to the power it can generate. In a proclamation by President Reagan on Pearl Harbor Day, he said, "We resolve that and remember that our freedom, purchased at so dear a price, can be taken from us. And we resolve that that shall never be. And we resolve that our strength, our vigilance, and our devotion will keep America forever the home of the brave and the land of the free. And we resolve that we will keep faith with those that we have loved and lost. And we resolve that always we will remember Pearl Harbor." We need to remember that protecting our freedoms is an endless struggle. As recent news reports show us, it's a continuing fight to preserve those freedoms here and abroad that is taken for granted. We must never forget the effort, the dedication, and the service of all our active and veteran members of the armed forces that allow us to enjoy our lives in this great country and in this wonderful town of New Milford. So let us resolve that today and every day we remind the world of the depth of our continuing unconquerable American spirit and not wait for another Pearl Harbor or another 9/11. Bill reminded me as he was driving here today that Pearl Harbor happened on a Sunday morning. And I looked around and I could not imagine what it would have been like in Pearl Harbor at that time to have a Sunday morning very similar to this one and have that happen to all of those people out there. So I thank everybody here and all the people that came before you that helped protect this wonderful country, and God bless you all.